YouTube, it's been a while. Haven't brought you guys any type of content. I know. I'm sorry about that. Let's see. I'm not going to make any promises. Um, but yeah, I wanted to make a video today just because every day has been business as usual. Like win or lose, I've been sticking to the program, and I haven't really found too much that I felt I haven't already went over. So in this video, I am going to kind of go over what I seen that was just a little new, uncharted territory. I've heard other traders speak on this before, just haven't been like in that seat before to where I had to actually traverse these type of conditions. So yeah, that's why I want to go ahead and make this video. It's going to be pretty much just like every other video I do, except I will stop to kind of like talk on what I am referencing right now. The reason why I want to make this video, there is going to be like basically that little stopping point. But either way it goes, so it's going to be a simple breakdown video. Today was a green day. I'm not going to go over the exact numbers. I'll show you the trades I took. I have them marked here. So we had this one that I ended up taking profit on. So it's this first one I had targeted this 15-minute resistance level. My black lines is the 15-minute resistance. I'll go over that more when I actually get into the breakdown. Right now I'm just showing you the trades that I took. So yeah, I took that trade, ended up getting out pretty much for like a 1-to-1 or something like that really early. Just because I didn't like how early in the day we just sold off coming into the market. So I was kind of seeing the day as a selling day or a good opportunity to take sales. So once we had that break to the downside and then the price did on the 1 minute line up with the so this whole push, right, it was a break of structure on the 15-minute to the downside. So we created this low after breaking this low, and then when we pulled back, once the 1 minute, it was making structure, bullish structure, right? And then we break this low finally, and then we pulled back and got this engulfing candle right here, below our 4-hour resistance and our 1 minute resistance. So I was like, okay, I could take that position. I took it. Yeah, I got into profit a little bit when I was targeting this level really here, or maybe even lower, because like I said, I was thinking maybe we could see a continuation of the sell today. But I ended up getting out of this one super early as well, once I think I seen this candle right here, because I would have liked to see after this engulfing and then this wick here even maybe some more follow through. I did like the rejection, so I kind of wanted to stay in, but I just got out of the trade because I wanted to be patient and just maybe see if I could get another entry. And we did. So price came back above, and as you can see, it would have stopped me out. Price came back above support or resistance, I'm sorry. It became support in that moment, then we boom came back down. We started kind of finagling around with it until eventually this 1, 2, 3 bearish candles back out of our range and to the downside. So that's when I didn't take this position, but that's when I was like, okay, now price wants to go and target this level. So that was kind of my confirmation for that, and I wanted to take it, but I was already up for the day with those 2 trades. And yeah, albeit it wasn't much, I still am up for the day, and I felt like it was enough for me to just, you know what, I'm good for the day. I try to catch where I could just get in 1 trade like this, and then boom, I'll be good for the day. But if I just like scalp 2 trades and I see the move that I was actually trying to get, I'll just be done for the day, you know. So that being said, I'm gonna go over why I was anticipating this move though, right here. So yeah, let's go ahead and zoom out to our higher time frame. All right. So here on the weekly time frame is where we are, and this is where I start my analysis coming into Mondays, because I want to see how the previous week closed off and essentially use that to anticipate how this week can potentially go, or just I use that chart to gather data just like I do on all my time frames. Really what I always label is my break of structure, my highs and my lows across all time frames, and that allows me to know kind of what phase of the market I'm in. And also I'm able to use different trends across different time frames as confluence, different changes of character as confluence to enter my positions. Once I get those, those dojis followed by those engulfings at those key levels, right? So anyway, I started here on the weekly. Mark my break of structure, right? We have our weekly break of structure here. This is structure we broke to the downside when we printed this candle. This last week did actually not break below that. We held above that level. And so we have our high here, our lower high essentially in this bearish formation. We have our weekly lower high, our weekly lower low, and our break, the structure that we broke as our key level. So then I go down to the daily, knowing that, okay, we broke structure to the weekly on the downside. Now when you get a lower low, and what's next is a lower high. When do I know we're going to make our lower high? When the daily starts to print bullish. Since it has not, that's why I was pretty much thinking sells, because as you can see, this daily candle right here that closed on the weekly, we broke past that, and we closed here. Then no candles have been able to close below this level, and then this is the highest point we have been since creating this low. So right, that is why I say we're bearish on the daily as well. This being our low, the structure we broke is actually the weekly lower low. So I'm not going to remark it in red, but I would, as you can see, everything's color coordinated. The weekly is the green, the daily is the red. If that wasn't clear, if I didn't make that clear, yeah, so boom, mark that up. See, we're okay. Now we're on the daily. I see we're breaking structure to the downside as well. So we're kind of high. Price is kind of high, but essentially, if we expect this trend to continue, if we want the weekly to pull back, we should see this structure break first. And then even if we see this structure break, we would probably need to see that pull back before it can actually take off. So anyway, I'm looking at it like, okay, the daily is in a bearish state, and as long as the 4-hour can be in confluence with that, then I'll definitely be looking for sells. But the reason I ended up looking for sells is because the 4-hour broke structure to the upside today. When I came into the market, I seen we had broken this structure here. My 4-hour is the blue, and so we had closed candles above this area. So this makes the lowest point market came before doing that, and so now we have a higher high being formed. Right, but I'm still thinking sells because the daily is bearish and the weekly is bearish, and then the 15-minute coming into the day. So I mark my break of structure, my lows and my highs here. Right, coming into the day, we broke this structure to the downside, created this lower low, this lower high, and so once price pulled back and started giving me those signals off the VWAP that we could take sells, that's basically what I started doing. Like I said, I did take that buy, that kind of pullback buy, but I was super quick with it. And yeah, so basically the thing that I feel like I wanted to touch over today was just how being patient, and sometimes you'll get that entry signal and it's a good entry signal and you'll take it and you'll get stopped out, and that doesn't mean like you're not on the right side of the market. So basically I was anticipating, because of the 4-hour break of structure to the upside in confluence with the trends on the higher time frames, right? I don't know why my thing froze, but that in confluence with the trends on the higher time frame, I was basically thinking that, okay, since the 4-hour needs to pull back and it's in a bullish state, the pullback is going to be bearish, right? So to create that lower or that higher low, and then since the higher time frames are already bearish, that price could have a hard time on the 4-hour continuing to create higher highs. You know what I mean? So I was thinking like, yeah, I could definitely, as soon as price on the 15-minute shows, okay, it wants to pull back, then, I can start looking for sells. And so that's what I did. That's where I was anticipating the sell. But like I said, it took a while, ended up coming down. We came to this level, and as you can see, we didn't actually break this level. Mind you, again, I'd already took 2 scalps that I was out of the trade because I got in this trade early. It didn't want to take off. I kind of seen it was being iffy. I got out. I waited for more confirmation, seen it, but at that time, like I said, I was okay with where I was for the day, so I just called it a day. Still went ahead and was like, okay, but had I just been a little more patient, I might have, stuck around for that actually, or I could have even took the trade with lesser position size, but I prefer less trades, more size. It's ideal, and realistically, you don't want to be switching around your lot sizes too much anyway, because it messes with your risk management, even if you have a good risk to reward. So that being said, hopefully this video was informative to you guys today. Yeah, I just wanted to bring you guys something because I haven't in a while, and I felt like that was kind of a key thing that's always good to touch on. I know I probably have said it, being patient, but also just looking for those confirmations, because it's just like I could have held out this buy, but what ended up happening, why I got out the buy early, is just we were running into the VWAP, and I was like, okay, you know what, I didn't want to take the buy back high anyway, and it's all counter trend, so I could have just been patient. Like I said, took this first trade, which wasn't a bad trade, but once it started getting floppy, I got out, and then in that case, I could have already still been waiting for my position and had this seen this 3 candles print right here bearish, which is a known pattern called, I think, 3 black soldiers or something like that. Do your research on your candle patterns. If you want a recommendation on a video that's really good, Tylee in there, if you know him, has a really good one on his channel. It's a super old video, but it's just an old video about candlesticks. Or if you want the link to that, even, you could ask me. I think my Instagram is in the YouTube bio. If it's not, it'll be there by the time this video goes up. So that being said, that's all I have. If you guys have any questions, if I missed over something, I'm sorry. I've been super busy, and so I just I'm trying to, at least, like I said, I felt like today what I experienced in the markets was valuable, and was kind of just a good reminder, because it's like I still had a good day. I didn't take any bad positions, but luckily I also didn't cling on to any of my biases, and I was able to close in profit when I seen price not following through too well. So, but I have some days when my discernment isn't that great, and I might have held those out to stop loss, and then I would have been done for the day on the first trade, because I only take 1 loss a day, or at least I try to. If you see my videos, sometimes I have a hard time with that, but at least that's the goal, right? So anyway, again, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. This channel is for education, so what you don't know that I know, maybe we could use this as the crossroads to just understanding. And not that I need to understand anything from anyone else, but hey, whatever you got to say, I welcome all comments, critiques, ideas. Just let me know. Like I said, I'd be busy, but I do try to provide valuable content when I do come and make content. So hopefully you guys like this video. Again, if you did, give it a thumbs up. If you are interested in more, just like I said, comment, subscribe, hit me up on Instagram. I'm out.